Okay, Nischa is a YouTube video who has blown up in the last year. Her profession is a banker and she has a background in accounting, and she found success in the already very crowded niche of financial videos. When Nischa joined YouTube and started making videos, she made me very annoyed because essentially she was in the exact same niche that I was trying to get popular in. And now Nischa, who started at the exact same time as me, has 390,000 subscribers, and I have, well, not 390,000 subscribers. It would be easy for me to blame her success on the fact that she is very attractive, but in truth, all of her videos are really well shot, really nicely edited, and she breaks down very complicated financial lessons in a really simple way, and I actually learned a lot from her videos, so that's what I want to talk about today, the 5 best financial lessons I learned from Nischa. Starting with lesson number 1, I learned how to avoid paying tax. Specifically, how to avoid paying tax by paying into your pension. Really what you're trying to do is protect your money from paying taxes. What you do is, if you're earning, let's say 60,000, then you would, because of your tax bracket in the UK, you'd be paying £12,000 on tax. However, if you put £6,000 into your pension, well, now your income is technically £54,000. The UK government allows you to do that to incentivize you to put into your pension. After that, your tax goes down from £12,000 to £9,600. So saving you a lot on tax. Now, some of you might actually want to have a private personal pension or invest that money yourself because you have a little bit more control over that money, and having control over money has value beyond price. However, if you are looking to build up a sort of a starting cash pile that can snowball passively in the background, then this is a great way to maximize your wealth with the same income. Next, I really love Nischa's lesson on tapping into your money-making superpower, which she herself learned from another YouTuber. Everyone has something that makes them special. It could be your upbringing, the perspective from your upbringing, or it could be something in your skill set, or it could be a hobby or talent of yours. In each of these, there'll be something that you are uniquely better at than other people. For me personally, finance has become a big hobby of mine. I've been doing it for 8 years on eToro, and I was just doing it because I enjoyed investing and learning about businesses. And then over the pandemic, I had the opportunity to try and become a popular investor, and I was able to do so very easily because I had 8 years of back data of proof that people could look at to see that I enjoyed investing and was good at it. So when it came to getting copiers, then it was easy for me because I didn't have to convince people that I was a good trader. I just had to convince them to look at my stats. So that was where I was able to utilize my money-making superpower. I was able to hone in on something that I enjoyed, a hobby of mine, a talent that I already had stored up. And I guarantee you may not feel like you have something, but if you look deep down, if you compare yourself to other people, I'm sure there is something that you are generally better at. You don't have to be the best in the world at it. It's just something that you have a bit of an edge on. I actually think if your money-making superpower is something outside of finance, you'll actually find it a little bit easier than I did. Obviously, it took me 8 years to become a popular investor on eToro, and it's taken me a long time to get monetized on YouTube. So just be prepared. If you want to compete in something competitive, it's going to take potentially a really long time if you aren't already one of the top people in that space. Number 3, I think, is really important, and it's so simple, but just care about finances. My life changed financially when I'd saved up 12 months' expenses in cash. This is far higher than any investment book or financial advice will ever tell you that you need. You do not need 12 months' expenses, but I like having an amount of cash that means that nothing can surprise me. If there's any big financial shock to my life, I'm ready for it. Like perhaps, losing my job, I in no way have to immediately rush into something else. I can take time to find what I want to be doing. And so I very much recommend keeping a nice pocket of cash just for personal peace of mind. I'm actually using it right now. I'm going to be leaving my job this week, this Friday. I'm leaving my job to go traveling for 5 months with my girlfriend and think about what I want to do over the next 5 years, because just in the last few months, I've not been feeling like I want to be doing the same thing for the next 5 years. So I have, because of this cash, the freedom to look at what I'm doing and change my lifestyle without interrupting my stocks and shares portfolio, without interrupting that compounding. So there is an extraordinary value to cash that goes beyond price. One of the ways I managed to build up this savings supply, this cash supply, was with lesson number 4, and it's from the same video, pay yourself first. This is something that I've been doing for years. What you do is you set up a regular standing order from your main bank account where your income goes into, and then you pay that into an account which is your card for spending. So I pay myself every Friday, which makes every Friday feels like payday for me. And by doing that, when my income goes up, or if I get extra cash from doing something, my personal spending does not go up. So just my savings are increasing as my income is increasing. And so the issue with doing it the other way around, if you do your savings first and then you spend whatever's left, the issue is that your spending can go up with your income. And this is a really big problem because basically over time you feel richer, you've got more money that you can spend every week, but actually you are becoming poorer in relation to your wealth. So your spending is going up, but your wealth, your portfolio is actually shrinking in relation to your income. So you could still be saving every month, but actually because you are not paying yourself first, you are not actually becoming wealthier. I mean, for me, even as the world becomes more expensive, as we are getting inflation, I still don't pay myself more if I can avoid it. I actually just try and look for more ways that I can become more frugal. So over time, you become more frugal, even as you're becoming richer and wealthier. So yeah, I really value paying myself first, and it's a great lesson from Nischa. Finally, number 5, I really like this lesson, but it's a little bit controversial, which is stop buying presents. You can do a test online to see what sort of love language you have. And I think it's a really good idea to try that test, because then you can work out what sort of gifts you should be giving. I think the thing that's confusing to people is that they think that there's one right way to do things, a rational way to do things, and there's not, because we're all different and what makes us happy is different, and so our financial decisions should be different. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.